Hi, Dr. Todd Sullivan from Nova Chiropractic and Acupuncture. In today's video, I'm going to be reviewing the Theragun Mini. So the Theragun Mini is one of the new products released by Theragun. And I was intrigued by this product because I'm looking for a smaller form factor to use in the office. And also I wanted to find a device that I could carry to the gym. So what we're going to do is we're going to evaluate the Theragun Mini. We're going to use it on her quadricep. We're going to see how it feels. And then we'll talk about some of the positives and negatives of the Theragun Mini. So to turn on the Theragun Mini, there's a button on the side of the device. So you're just going to hold that down. And that starts up, and there's 3 levels to the Theragun Mini. So we're going to grab that, and we're going to work her quadricep. So overall, I think that's a pretty good product. I think it gets very deep overall compared to some of the other mini massagers. I noticed one of the downsides to this is it only comes with one attachment. So if you're used to using other attachments, that could be a real negative for you. I think overall works pretty well for what you need, and it can get very deep. But if you're used to using a foam ball or another pointier attachment, that's going to be a negative for this one. The other big negative I see with this device is the ergonomics of it. So you can see the shape of it. And using this in practice for longer periods of time, what I noticed is my hand starts to fatigue trying to hold on to this. I wish they would have come out with more of a handle style or a gun style. That would have been, I think, a better device. Now, I think the reason they had to do that is because of the power level, the battery, and the amount of percussion it gets into the device. But I would have liked to seen them have a different kind of style, because even though this is small, it's just a little awkward to hold, and if you're using it on different areas, it can get pretty tiring. The only other negative to it is how you charge it. It uses its own cable to charge that, whereas some of the newer products use a USB-C cable to charge it, and that's kind of annoying because if you lose it, you have to buy another one, or if you're on the go and you forget it, you can't use like a USB-C cable to charge it up. So that's the only other negative to it. The price point on this is $200, which is in line with some of the other higher end mini massagers. So I think the price point is good, especially for the amount of percussion you get into it. So that's my review of the Theragun Mini Massager. I think it's, again, overall a great product. It gets in very deep. Again, I wish the ergonomics were a little bit different with it. I think that's the biggest drawback to using this, and actually quite a bit different from the original Theragun. I don't think it's actually too loud. That was another criticism of the Theragun, at least using it in practice, was it was definitely a lot louder, whereas the Theragun Mini Massager is actually not as loud. But I would test it out, see what you think about it. And again, to me, the only negative to it really is the ergonomics. It's very awkward to hold for a long period of time, but it's worth definitely checking out. If you have any questions about the Theragun Mini, give my office a call at 703-912-7822.